Good Saturday evening, everyone. We're tracking our Arctic air mass as it makes its way southward. It is now moving into northwest Iowa, and it will be tracking southward as we go through the night while you sleep. And then when you wake up in the morning, we'll see that the cold air will have had advanced all the way down to nearly western Kentucky. And then we'll watch it spill on our way as we go through the morning hours on Sunday. So a beautiful Saturday we had today. My goodness, it couldn't have been prettier. I hope you got outside and enjoyed that because the next couple of days will not be so pretty. Upper Cumberland Fair Credit Union bring us our weather headlines. That bitter cold air moving in for tomorrow, bringing our first chance for light snow of the season to the Cumberland Plateau. Our first freeze of the season is coming with this event, and highs will struggle to reach 32 degrees on Monday. That's hard to believe, isn't it? But hold on tight. If you don't like it, big warming trend coming on Wednesday. Hourly precip chances for tonight into early Sunday morning. After about 9 p.m., we start seeing just a slight chance for a shower, and then we'll bump that up to a 30% chance between the hours of, say, 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. So while most of us are sleeping, may have a shower or sprinkle outside, and then that trails back off before many of us get up in the morning. So one thing you will notice if you're out and about early in the morning is that the winds are going to start picking up. So, and those will just continue to increase as we go throughout the day and becoming downright gusty by the afternoon. So we'll have that wind to look out for as well. Sunday's level of concern, level 1. So it's not a meteorologist marked weather alert day at this point. I don't feel like at this point that we're going to reach that criteria, but we'd certainly have colder temps and then those evening snow showers that will be coming through. So precip chances for Sunday and Sunday night. After 3 p.m., you start seeing those chances start to increasing to 30% by 5 p.m. And then we'll jump up to 50-50 shots for snow showers and snow flurries between the hours of, say, 6 p.m. on over to closer to midnight. Then they kind of trail off again. So the latest guidance has suggested that Monday's snow shower potential is going to be much higher than initially expected. So you may see in tomorrow morning's forecast update, I'm seriously considering taking our snow shower chances on Monday up to 70%. So I'd had them at 50% in this morning's update. So I'll probably change that to 70% for Monday. Just because of the latest data that's coming in with that disturbance coming in a little bit more potent than it had been looking. And I'll continue to watch that very closely. So this is the hourly temperatures for Sunday and Sunday night. Probably going to stay in the 40s till about noon. Now, those of you up around Livingston and Byrdstown, you all know that you'll get the front first. So it may not last. You may not get to stay warm till noon before that front comes in and starts dropping your temperatures. We're all tumbling down into the 30s by the afternoon and then going right on down into the 20s by Monday morning. My goodness, you are going to feel the change. And the bad news is that it's also going to be so windy. So the wind is going to make it feel much, much colder. Please be sure and take care of those outside fur babies. They are going to be out in this. And so they are really going to feel that change from 65 today to 16 Monday night. Yeah, make sure they have a dry, warm bed that is out of the wind. So the outlook for the winter precipitation, low threat for snow, low threat for dangerously cold temperatures. And the only reason why we have a low threat for dangerously cold temperatures is because it's been a while since we've been in the teens for lows. And so it's going to be quite the shock to our system, especially going from today's beautiful weather to some really cold temperatures that are going to be moving in. This is an unusual Arctic blast. It's a little early, and it is quite potent for this time of the year. So it's going to go all the way down. This Arctic front is going to make it all the way down to Key West, Florida. So even the folks in Florida are going to be cold by their standards. And so, so this is an impressive front for this time of the year. Forecast snowfall totals, medium confidence, and a half inch or less. Now, I will say that any accumulation that occurs will most likely be confined to grassy areas and elevated surfaces. And on top of that, the areas most favored will be along that western edge of the plateau, because this is the northwest winds. That's why we call it northwest flow snow. It's northwest winds hitting the plateau at a 90-degree angle that enhances the uplift and creates the snowflakes. So those of you around Monterey, and even up toward areas just west, but maybe between Jamestown and Livingston, where the plateau really starts to rise up, that's where you would have your greatest risk for a ½ inch of snow. The rest of us are looking at a dusting or less even. Those of you around Crab Orchard and Westall tend to get little to nothing with these northwest flow events. But the folks around Monterey are having all kinds of stuff. So it's one of those situations where it really depends on where you live. But again, our ground is warm, and it will take a minute for the snow to be able to stick to anything. So we'll see. It just depends on how many snow showers you get as to how close to that ½ inch you might get. So I don't expect any snow days with this event, but I am monitoring it. You never know, especially if that disturbance on Monday just keeps trending a little bit more potent. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Of course, I don't make the decisions of that, and no one consults with me about that. So this is my own independent, just thinking about what some school superintendents and whatnot, directors of schools may do. So, but they are their own people. They do their own thing. So anyway, I will keep a close eye on things. Again, the Arctic air is moving south. It is on the way. Temperatures are very cold in the northern plains right now, and it's only going to get colder as they go through the night, and that will continue to advance southward as we go through the night. I will have a fresh forecast update in the morning. You just keep it right here to Meteorologist Mark.